Jonas Valanciunas to Greece. A blessing or a curse for the Denver Nuggets? Nuggets still chasing Valanciunas. Denver's big move, and Horford rumors NBA News 2025. Jonas Valanciunas NBA future, Nuggets keep him in the NBA. Denver Nuggets trade Dario for Jonas Valanciunas, full breakdown. Jonas Valanciunas to Greece. A blessing or a curse for the Denver Nuggets? Could Jonas Valanciunas' move to Greece actually be a hidden blessing for both him and the Denver Nuggets? It certainly seems perplexing at first glance. Why would a seasoned 33-year-old NBA veteran, who has played 13 seasons and earned substantial salaries, opt for a 3-year deal worth $13 million with a Greek team, when he could potentially command $24.4 million from the Nuggets over the next 2 years? Not only that, but staying with the Nuggets offers the chance to win an NBA championship, play alongside the legendary Nikola Jokic, and remain in Denver, often humorously referred to as the best dusty old cow town in the wild Western Conference. But here's where it gets controversial. Could Valanciunas be chasing something beyond just money? Maybe he's looking to start anew, seeking the thrill of playing in the EuroLeague and aiming for a EuroLeague championship. Unverified reports suggest that Valanciunas has verbally agreed to join Panathinaikos, one of the top teams in Europe. However, hold your horses, Jonas. The Nuggets still have a say in this. The official transfer from the Sacramento Kings to the Denver Nuggets is set to be finalized on Sunday. For the Nuggets, this could be an opportunity to secure a more dynamic player using their non-taxpayer mid-level exception. Farewell, Jonas, we barely knew ye, except for those times when Nikola Jokic dominated you during games against various teams. This change could be monumental for the Nuggets, potentially allowing them to bring in a more impactful player. Valanciunas was spotted arriving in Athens on Friday, reportedly negotiating with the Panathinaikos Clovers, taking medical exams, and perhaps exploring the city's landmarks and trying local delicacies like spanakopita. Panathinaikos, a club with a rich history and 8 EuroLeague championships under their belt, has shown interest in acquiring a seasoned NBA center. However, the Nuggets need to agree to a release and a buyout of Valanciunas' $10.4 million contract at a reduced cost. His second-year salary of $10 million isn't guaranteed, and he might find Greek cuisine more appealing than American fare. While there's understandable concern in Denver about losing Valanciunas, it's worth noting that he was primarily a backup option for the Nuggets. His departure opens up the possibility of bringing in a more experienced player like Horford, who recently won a championship with the Boston Celtics. At 39, Horford could provide valuable minutes at center and forward, add leadership, and complement the Nuggets' recent acquisitions. Moreover, the Nuggets managed to shed Dario Šarić, whose signing didn't work out as planned. With Valanciunas' exit, they now have a mid-level exception worth $14.1 million for the first year of a contract, which won't affect their luxury tax situation. Who else remains on the market, and could be a better fit than Valanciunas? How about Thomas Bryant, who played briefly for the Nuggets in 2023 before joining the Miami Heat? Bryant, who is 27 and 6 feet 10 inches tall, demonstrated growth during his stint in Denver, evolving into a reliable backup and three-point shooter. My top pick, however, would be a trade for Nic Claxton, the talented center from the Brooklyn Nets. Claxton, who played college basketball at Georgia, has already had exposure to European basketball and would bring a fresh perspective to the Nuggets. In conclusion, while Valanciunas' move to Greece may seem like a significant loss, it could pave the way for the Nuggets to make strategic improvements in their roster. What do you think? Should the Nuggets prioritize stability with familiar faces, or take a chance on new talent? Nuggets still chasing Valanciunas. Denver's big move, and Horford rumors NBA News 2025. The Denver Nuggets are reportedly moving forward with their trade for Jonas Valanciunas, despite receiving a tempting offer from the Greek basketball club Panathinaikos. This information comes from NBA insider Mark Stein, who has been closely following the developments in the league. At 33 years old, Valanciunas had a solid performance last season, averaging 10.4 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 2.2 assists, while maintaining an impressive shooting percentage of 55% from the field. Should he choose to remain in the United States, he is expected to take on the role of backup for the Nuggets star center, Nikola Jokic. The Nuggets have been quite active during the off-season, making significant roster changes. They traded Michael Porter Jr. along with a first-round draft pick to acquire Cam Johnson, and also signed free agents Tim Hardaway Jr. and Bruce Brown. However, just when it seemed they had secured a valuable addition in Valanciunas, the situation appears to be shifting. According to Stein, Valanciunas is currently on his way to Greece and is seeking to be released from his contract with the Nuggets once the trade with the Sacramento Kings is officially completed. As a seasoned NBA player with 13 years of experience, he is set to earn $10.395 million in the upcoming season, but he would need to negotiate a buyout to facilitate his move overseas. This potential departure poses a challenge for the Nuggets, particularly in terms of depth behind Jokic at the center position. However, if Valanciunas does leave, the Nuggets would gain a significant financial advantage, unlocking a $14.1 million exception that could provide them with the flexibility needed to address their roster requirements. This newfound flexibility might allow the Nuggets to target one of the top remaining free agents available, veteran big man Horford. His extensive experience, leadership qualities, and ability to stretch the floor could make him an excellent complement to Jokic in the lineup. But here's where it gets controversial. Will the Nuggets be able to fill the void left by Valanciunas effectively? And what does this mean for their championship aspirations? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree with the Nuggets' strategy, or do you think they should have pursued a different path? Jonas Valanciunas' NBA future, Nuggets keep him in the NBA. Have the Denver Nuggets just pulled off the ultimate power play in the NBA world? They certainly seem determined to block Jonas Valanciunas from taking his talents back to Europe, and fans are buzzing about why. The Nuggets have quietly made it clear behind the scenes that they won't negotiate a buyout for their veteran center. In practical terms, that means Valanciunas cannot free himself from his guaranteed contract and sail off to join EuroLeague giants Panathinaikos Athens this summer. But here's where it gets controversial. Denver isn't doing this simply to hold onto a player. It's also a signal that they believe he still has major contributions to make in the Mile High City. According to respected NBA insider Mark Stein, Denver's front office has assured Valanciunas they intend to fully enforce the remaining years on his deal. Right now, the Lithuanian big man is under contract through the 2025-26 season, which guarantees him a $10.4 million salary next year. On top of that, there's a team option worth $10 million for 2026-27 that the Nuggets can pick up or decline when the time comes. So why is Valanciunas even in Athens? He traveled there this past Friday to undergo medical exams after receiving a 3-year, €12 million net, roughly $13 million, offer from Panathinaikos actor Athens. That's a lucrative contract by any standard, especially for someone looking to return to the European game. And this is the part most people miss. A buyout is his only path out of Denver, and the team simply has zero interest in making that happen. For context, Valanciunas has enjoyed a stellar 13-year NBA career, suiting up for franchises like Toronto, Memphis, New Orleans, Washington, and Sacramento. His averaged 13.1 points, 9.3 rebounds, and 1.4 assists in 25 minutes per game, a testament to his consistent impact on both ends of the floor. Now the burning question: do you think the Nuggets are right to hold firm on Valanciunas' contract, or should they let him chase glory in Europe? Are NBA teams too strict when it comes to buyouts? We want to hear your thoughts. Agree or disagree? Share in the comments below. Denver Nuggets trade Dario for Jonas Valanciunas. Full breakdown. In a surprising move that could reshape the NBA landscape, the Denver Nuggets have reportedly traded for center Jonas Valanciunas from the Sacramento Kings. This deal, which sends forward center Dario to the Kings, is part of Denver's ongoing efforts to revamp their roster and bolster their front-court depth. But here's where it gets controversial. Some analysts are questioning whether this trade will truly enhance the Nuggets' chances in the upcoming season. The Nuggets are receiving Jonas Valanciunas, a seasoned veteran with 13 years of NBA experience. Last season, he averaged 10.4 points, 7.7 rebounds, and 2 assists per game, split between the Kings and the Washington Wizards. In DC, Valanciunas put up impressive numbers, averaging 11.5 points and 8.2 rebounds in just over 20 minutes per game. After his move to Sacramento, he maintained a solid performance with 8.7 points and 7 rebounds in 16.9 minutes per game over 32 appearances. On the other side, the Kings are acquiring Dario, who exercised his player option with Denver, but saw a significant drop in his stats last season. He averaged only 3.5 points, 3.1 rebounds, and 1.4 assists per game, a stark contrast to his 2023-24 season with the Golden State Warriors, where he posted 8 points, 4.4 rebounds, and 2.3 assists per game. Appeared in just 16 games for the Nuggets last season, raising questions about his future impact. This trade comes on the heels of other significant moves by the Nuggets. They kicked off the NBA's free agency window by trading forward Michael Porter Jr. and a second-round pick to the Brooklyn Nets for swingman Cameron Johnson. Additionally, they agreed to a one-year deal with free agent guard Bruce Brown, a key player in Denver's 2023 NBA championship run. And this is the part most people miss. The Nuggets' strategy seems to be focused on acquiring versatile players who can contribute in multiple ways, rather than relying on a single star. This approach could pay off big time, or it could backfire if the new additions don't gel with the existing roster. What do you think about this trade? Will Jonas Valanciunas be the missing piece the Nuggets need, or is Dario poised for a comeback with the Kings? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Jonas Valanciunas to Greece.